Hey everyone, so today we're going to be putting in a new solar charge controller. I recently found out my old solar charge controller burnt out due to a wire not being fully tight. So let's go. Hey, what's up? So, got some news. My freaking solar charge controller is broke. I didn't even know it was broke. I went down to check on my batteries. I forgot what it was for. I got 6 deep cycle batteries, and I went to check on my batteries, and I realized there was a wire for my solar charge controller coming down from my solar panel. The positive wire was not tight in the connection for the solar charge controller. So I was able to just pull it out, and once I pulled it out, I realized that it had burnt the plastic because it got so hot in there. But I wasn't able to tighten the screw, and I noticed it was probably from when I last installed it because the screw on that side was pretty stripped out and I wasn't able to tighten it that much. So I'm guessing that's what happened. It was just never tight. So I bought a new one, and I'm going to show that to you guys in a second. But right now, I'm about to go get me something to eat, and I'm about to go to the park. Alright, so I found a spot. The spot that I'm going to be at for a few hours is just off the road. And this is going to be my view here. I always like finding spots. I always like finding spots by the water because it's a sense of calm, and just seeing the water move, it's like so peaceful. So I always try to find a spot by the water no matter where I am. So alright, so we're back with the solar charge controller. Now I just bought a cheap one just to get me by for the winter. At least adding 2 to 4 more solar panels to my setup, and this wouldn't support them. But for the 2 that I have now, this will support them fine, and I don't expect to get a whole lot of solar here in Michigan during the winter time. Because the sun is hardly ever out. But I just want to get this on there because I just got wires exposed right now. I got them taped up and everything, but they're still exposed wires. So I'm going to open this up and see what we get inside. I already know what to expect, really. Because my friend has one of these, so I figured I would just get the same one they have. This tiny thing, and it comes with some instructions. Now it's just a basic meter, but we got the solar panels here. It's got a little, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's got a little picture of a solar panel there. That's probably too bright. It's got a picture of a solar panel for positive and negative, then your battery for positive and negative, then it's got where you can plug your load directly into the solar charge controller. I'm not going to be using those two. I'm just going to be using the solar panel and the battery. So let's get this installed. Whenever I'm messing with my batteries or any type of electrical system, I always like to use a multimeter. It just shows you the digital readout, the current that's in those wires, and if it's negative or positive. Alright, so I've already moved my bench right here, and that'll be another video. But I'm going to give you guys just a quick tour of my garage and my chaotic battery bank. So let me move this door right here. So on this side, we have my water really low. I probably got like a few gallons in there right now. I use this pump right here to actually pump the water into the water tank or whatever. And then I use a Sure Flow pump for my shower and my sink. Here is the ladder I use to get on the top of my van to not solar my panels, but service my panels. And this cabinet houses all my batteries. This thick cord here connects the bottom to the top, and I have one in the back. And then this one here is just for my dual charger if I ever need to run it off shore power or a generator. I can run it. So this is just for backup. Yeah, so I'm just gonna replace this fuse now because it needs to be replaced. And that's how I know whenever a fuse blows, because that red light will come on for each one of them, letting me know what fuse blew. Yeah, so got that out, and yeah, so we're good there. Open them all the way up. Now, I already know which wires are for my battery. It's these two. But I'm gonna, and I actually marked it. Yeah, I put S for solar. So I know that these two are my solar for sure. And I'm pretty sure this is my positive wire. I'm pretty sure that this is my positive wire and this is my negative wire, but we have to just make sure because we don't want to break anything. Actually, I gotta hook the battery wires up first, because if you hook the solar wire up to the solar charger first, the solar charge controller first, you could actually blow the solar charge controller because there's no way for it to.
Alright, so that one is tight. You just want to give it a quick little tug, make sure it's not coming out of there. Put the black one in. That keeps giving me a false voltage, so I'm going to trim some of that housing back. Just going to use these, go around it. So I just want to score. There we go. See how that housing is just peeling off? There we go. Now it should want to go in there better. Twist them, get the wires nice and close together. And there we go. Now you want to hold it in there so it doesn't bag out until you start tightening down on it. Alright, give it a quick little tug, make sure it's in there. We got a battery voltage. It's showing my battery's at 12.3. That's pretty low to me, but not that low. The battery monitor is showing it's a little bit over half. I'm not going to really go off that. I have other ways of looking at my battery voltage, but that's one way if you don't have another way to look at it. So we're going to do the same thing for my solar panels. We're going to test them and make sure that we're putting the right ones in the right space. And so this is black, this is negative. I'm looking down on the monitor. Yep, so that's backwards. So this is going to be negative, and this is going to be positive. Alright, so I'm going to start with the negative since it's the closest one. I'll give the wires a quick spin. And then put them, actually. Alright, I'm going to